Hi guys, miss you. I'm going to do your science lesson for the week. Okay, so in your packet there are science lessons to do every day, and this is going to help you with that. So we're still looking at sunlight and weather. We're going to show our ideas about warming over time this week. Okay, so in your packet on day 1, you're looking at the question, why is Earth's surface warmer in the afternoon? Okay, so you're going to be doing an activity where you go outside in the morning, the afternoon, and at night to see what the temperature is. Okay, now we're not taking the real temperature. You don't have to go get a number. You're just circling if you think it feels very cold, cold, cool, warm, hot, or very hot. Okay, so let me move myself right here. Here's our chart about what we know so far. We know that the types of weather are sunny, cloudy, rainy, windy, and snowy. Okay, and here's that temperature gauge I was just telling you about. Remember when we used the thermometers in class? And it did tell us a number, but the colors help us to decide how warm or cold it is. Okay, so remember, very cold is purple, cold is blue, cool is green, warm is yellow, hot is orange, and very hot is red. Okay, that kind of reminds me of fire, so I remember the very hot. Now underneath you see sunlight on Earth's surface, okay? And last week you realized that it was kind of cold in the morning, warm during the, I'm sorry, cold at night, warm in the morning, and hot in the afternoon. Okay, so we're going to see what we could add this week to our chart to see what we learn. Okay, so we're going to see if showing shorter or longer times um, is going to make it warm or hot outside. It's kind of hard to show that on my chart here. When we gather data about warming over time, we can use lines like this to show shorter or longer times, and they show how much time has gone by. So no time has gone by out here. There's no sun during the nighttime, but there is in the morning and afternoon. Okay, and I'll just write in there, in the morning, the sun's been shining for a shorter time, and in the afternoon, the sun's been shining for a longer time. So that's why I added those labels there. Okay, we've been trying to figure out this question, why is Earth's surface warmer in the afternoon? Okay, and you probably will notice that when you go outside and you feel the temperature in the morning, afternoon, and night, you'll realize that it's a little bit warmer during the afternoon. Okay, and make sure you go on a good sunny day so that we know that the sun's been warming the Earth's surface. Here's our key concept. This is what you should learn. The longer light shines on a surface, the warmer the surface gets. So on days 2 and 3, you're going to be making a book. You have these pages in your packet. Scientists draw and write to communicate what they've learned, and you guys know that we have to tell people what we've learned as scientists. Okay, so we're going to create a mini book to communicate what we've learned with other people. Okay, this is going to be really cool to show our parents or our siblings or grandparents as well. So on this day, you're going to make sure you write your name and give it a title. Playground in the Sunlight is what I titled mine. Okay, here's our first pages. Okay, so it reads, it is blank, the sun is not shining. The playground surface is blank. So, what time of the day do you think it is if the sun is not shining? Do you think it's night? Do you think it's morning? Or do you think it's afternoon? You're going to write that in, whatever you think that is. The sun is not shining at this time of the day. And if the sun's not shining, do you think the playground surface is very cold, cold, cool, warm, hot, or very hot? Now that you've thought about it for a minute, you'll realize that it's probably nighttime. So you want to write nighttime here. And you want to write that it's probably cool or cold at nighttime when there's no sun. Go ahead and write your answers in if you would like to do that now, or you can do it when the video's over. Okay. Remember the colors, you can put those colors into your book so that you remember. Very cold is red, is purple, cold is blue, cool is green, warm is yellow, hot is orange, and very hot is red. Here's the next page. It is blank. The sun has been shining for a short time. The playground surface is blank. Think about a time of day where the sun has not been shining for a very long time. It's just a short time that the sun has been out. What time of day do you think that is? Probably morning time. You're going to want to write morning time on this line. And if it's morning time, think about when you went outside and felt the air. Was it cool? Was it warm? Was it hot? I would think it was probably warm, maybe cool. Okay, but the sun's been shining for a little bit, so probably warm is going to go there for the morning time. Go ahead and write those answers in. And again, color in your thermometer. And here's the last one. It is blank. The sun has been shining for a longer time. The playground surface is blank. What time of the day has the sun been shining for a longer time? The afternoon. So you're going to want to write the afternoon here. And then think about when you went outside in the afternoon. And if it is the afternoon, you can even go outside and feel it. Okay. I bet if the sun's been shining for a longer time, it's going to be hot, maybe even very hot if it's a warm, warm day. Now, when you have that mini book finished, I want you to read that mini book to someone in your house. And if they're busy, you can also take like a teddy bear or someone like some stuffed animal and read it to them too, and tell them all about the weather and how long the sun shines. So our key concept: the longer light shines on a surface, the warmer the surface gets. And we learned that from our observations. Now, I've got a couple of pictures here for you, and these are the same pictures you have in your packet, okay? Now, the lizard, I want you to think about while I do this, okay? Choose whether the sun has been shining for a short time or a long time based on these pictures. So the lizard in this picture is sitting on a warm rock. Do you think the sun has been shining for a short time or a long time? He is really liking that warm rock. And then you come over to this picture. He gets off because it's too hot. That rock is too hot. So which picture do you think the sun has been shining for a longer time? He's getting off this one because it's too hot, but he's on this one because he likes the warmth. Now, in this picture, this person has no shoes on because the sand is warm. So he's walking on it with bare feet. And in this picture, the sand is cold. So the man has to wear boots. So which one do you think the sun has been shining on for a longer time? And this one, the chocolate melted because the sidewalk was too hot. Over here, the chocolate's not melting because the sidewalk is cool. Which one do you think the sun has been shining a shorter time? So when you're talking about this with someone at home, I want you to use the sentence that's on your page at home as well. The surface is blank because light has been shining on it for a long time. So if I were to explain why the surface was warmer in the second picture here, I would say the surface is hot because the light has been shining on it for a longer time. on the last day of this week, I want you to remember that the students at Carver and Woodland use thermometers to measure the temperature of their playgrounds, just like you guys did. Okay. We have charts that show the temperature on the playground at different times of the day. So they kept recording their data. So let's look at some of these, and we have these on your page at home as well. Okay, so Carver looks pretty cold at nighttime. Okay, in the afternoon at recess, because they don't have morning recess, it seems to be warm or hot. Okay, what do you predict the morning temperature will be at Carver's playground? Remember, in the afternoon it gets warmer because the sun's been shining for longer. Okay, here's that data, and just like we thought, it is cold or cool. Okay, so what do you observe here? And did your predictions match what you observed on the temperature chart? Okay, here's all the data. Why do you think the playground is warmer in the morning than at night? And warmer in the afternoon than the morning time? Remember when you went outside and felt the surfaces in the morning and the afternoon? Which one was warmer? We also have data students collected from the Woodland Elementary Playground. So let's compare the Woodland's night, morning, and afternoon temperatures, and we'll talk about why the temperatures are different at different times of the day. So here's Woodlands, okay? So you see, just like Carver, it's cold at night. And just like, but I see here in the morning that it's either cool or warm. So that's different than Carver, because Carver was cold. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Then in the afternoon, it's hot or very hot, and Carver wasn't like that. So when we compare, we see that both playgrounds are warmer in the morning than at night, and both playgrounds are warmer in the afternoon than in the morning. So I want you to use your body to show how the temperature changes when a surface gets warm or cool. Okay, remember how the fingers shake if it's warmer and your fingers are still when it's cold. Okay. The playground at both schools get warmer the longer sunlight is shining on them, but the students at these schools are uncomfortable on their playgrounds at different times of the day. There must be something else causing the temperature difference. So it can't just be the time of the day, because um, their playgrounds are different, even though they take the temperature at the same time of day. So we're going to get into that next week, and we'll make some predictions and see what's happening. But that's all that's going to happen this week. It was good to see you guys. If you want to see me on Zoom, I will be available from 10:30 to 11:30 every day, or you can email me, have your parents email me, or ask your teacher how to get a hold of me. Bye, guys.